So let's check our answers on this worksheet and make sure we got them done correctly. Right, so if we look at number 1, right, we have parentheses, so we're going to sort of pass out and distribute here. So we'll get 16 plus 2p equals 22. We don't have anything we can combine, so now we're just down to solving, right? With a two-step equation, we're going to look in front and undo our addition and subtraction first. Again, this is a positive 2p, right? 22 minus 16 gives me 6. I will undo my multiplication with division, and I will get p equals 3. Number 2, I also have to distribute. So 5 times a will give me 5a. 5 times negative 1 will give me a negative 5. I will undo my addition and subtraction first, so I'm undoing subtraction with addition. So that gives me 5a equals 40. I'll undo my multiplication with division, and I will get a equals 8. Number 3 also has parentheses, so again, I'm going to distribute. Okay, make sure you're distributing a negative 3. So negative 3 times positive 2 will give me a negative 6q. And a negative 3 times a negative 1 will give me a positive 3. So just watching your signs there. Use your calculator to help you if you're not sure with your multiplication facts. Okay, our q is over here, right? So we're focusing on this side of the equation. No large fractions, so we will undo our addition and subtraction first. So I'm going to undo adding 3 by subtracting 3. And then I'm going to undo my multiplication with division, making sure that my negative is coming with it. So I'll get negative 2 equals q, which is the same thing as q equals negative 2. Okay, so we have fractions happening on number 4. Right? Don't let the fractions freak you out. Grab your calculator if you need to. Right? This is really, truly just a two-step. We don't even have it written with them both on top. So we're going to undo our addition and subtraction first. So this is positive 2/3. So we're going to undo that with a negative 2/3. So again, I'm just going to use my calculator to let it do the heavy lifting for me. So I'm going to say 71 ABC 12 minus 2 ABC 3. Okay, and that gives me 5 1/4. Okay, we have a couple choices here. We can undo multiplying, right? This is 3/4 times k. Remember how we talked about that with 1 steps. So I can undo this by dividing by 3/4. But remember, we also said if we had something like 3/4 k, that was the same thing as multiplying by the reciprocal. And you could multiply by 4/3. Either of those is fine. Okay, so I'm going to divide by 3/4. So I get an answer of k equals 7. Okay, we have a couple more on the back, actually 4 more, so we'll look at those. Okay, now we have some more pieces going on, right? This is the one where we had the example with multiple things happening where we needed to distribute and combine. So when I look at this, I do see parentheses. I'm looking right here in front of it. This is a positive 4. So positive 4 times c gives me a 4c. Positive 4 times a positive 2 gives me a positive 8. Okay, so I got everything else coming down. If you chose to ignore this equal sign, you might not see that equals 20 and bring it down. That's okay. Okay, so c plus 4c, right? This is really a 1c plus a 4c, which will give me a 5c plus 8. I can't simplify that any further, so now I can start worrying about solving. I'll undo my addition and subtraction. So let's see, 5c equals 12. We'll undo multiplication with division, and we get a fraction on this one, but that's fine. It's reduced. Let's see, if you had that as 2 2/5 or 2.4, that would be fine as well. Okay, so number 6, again, we're distributing. So I have 10 plus 5y equals 77. Nothing to combine, so we go straight to solving here, right? We're going to undo our addition and subtraction first. So positive 10 is undone with a negative 10. And then we will undo our multiplication with division. Still a weird number, but it's fine. So we'll get 67 over 5. If you did that in your calculator, you might have 13.4, or you might have 13 2/5. Okay, number 7, we don't have anything to distribute, but we do have like terms that we can combine, right? So this says a positive 7 plus 3. So we'll have 10h minus 10 equals 20. Right, we're already down to solving, so we'll undo our subtraction with addition. 10h equals 30. H equals 3. 8, we have a lot more terms to combine. So again, it may have helped if you sort of covered up that number over there so it didn't get in your way. Right? These can go together, all 3 of them. And this negative 5 sitting in here doesn't go with anything. All right? So we need to get all these w's together. So 2w plus 6w gives me 8w, right? 2 plus 6 is 8w. Then I need to subtract off 4w. So 8w minus 4w gives me 4w. And in your calculator, you could have just typed in 2 plus 6 minus 4, and it would give you 4w. We still have the minus 5 left. It doesn't go with anything, but it's still there. And so now I can undo my subtraction with addition. And then undo my multiplication with division.